Canada's silent theft. How the Liberals spent, hid, and left us paying the price. Welcome to Wake Up Canada News. I'm Brad Wilder. This next article was researched and written by one of our Wake Up Canada News contributing reporters. What's tomorrow's federal budget all about? Well, they told us everything was under control, that the economy was strong, that spending was investments, and that deficits were temporary. But it was all smoke and mirrors. For 10 years, the Liberals spent money like water, buried the real numbers, and kept everyone distracted with fancy words and good photo ops. Here's what really happened. Every time the government wanted to spend more, they didn't always put it in the main budget where Canadians could clearly see it. They were sneaky. They used back doors, things like supplementary estimates and tax loopholes, so the public wouldn't notice how much was really being spent. It's like maxing out your credit card, then hiding the statement under the rug for 563 days. That's how long Canadians have been waiting for this budget. Whenever they needed more money between budgets, they just went back to Parliament and quietly asked for extra funding. But through these smaller bills, each one sounded small, but they actually added up to billions. By the time anyone noticed, the total was huge. They also gave special breaks to certain industries or programs through the tax system. That's money out the door too, but it doesn't show up in the budget as spending, so most people miss it completely. Then they use government-owned companies, the so-called crown corporations, to do more spending that doesn't appear in the normal budget. When those deals go bad, guess who pays? That's right, we do. The government always steps in with our tax dollars to bail them out then. Now, when it came time for a new budget, the government delayed it. Normally, budgets come out once every year, but this time it's been almost a year and a half since the last one. Now, they said it was because of the election and the leadership change, but really it bought them time to push spending around and avoid showing how bad the books looked until they could come up with a story to sell it. And now here we are. A new government under Mark Carney about to drop a monster budget, over $100 billion in new spending. They called it Building the Future or Helping Canadians, but it's really about cleaning up the mess they've made while pretending it's progress. So what's the result? Higher debt, higher interest costs, less money for things that actually matter like hospitals, roads, and schools. Canada's paying more just to cover the interest on our debt than we use to spend on national defense. The Parliamentary Budget Officer, the government's own accountant, has been warning about this for months. The debt keeps growing, and no one in power wants to talk about it. The whole thing feels like a long con. Hide the true spending, delay the budget, and when it finally lands, act like it's all for your own good. Meanwhile, prices go up, wages don't keep up, and the average Canadian gets squeezed harder every single year. They can dress it up however they want, call it modernization, transition, or green investment, but it's still the same damn game. They've been spending money they don't have, hiding it where we can't see it, and pretending it's all part of some master plan. Tomorrow, when they roll out that new budget, pay attention, watch closely, look past the smiles and even the slogans. Read the fine print, because every time they say investment, what they really mean is debt, and every dollar they waste now is another dollar your kids will have to pay back later. Thanks for watching Wake Up Canada News. Please like, share, and follow us on any of your favorite socials, including Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, and even our website at wakeupcanadanews.com. Till next time, remember you're the voice, and it's time to make it count. I'm Brad Wilder. I'll see you soon.